Good morning, peeps. Jenny Clouston here. Oh, there's two of me. Okay, so what I'm going to do today is, you know what? I found this funny kind of fabric, and I found, I don't know, this and this while I was doing my cleaning, and I just thought that I will just do my little snippet because I feel like it. Now, I just wish I had put a date on this to tell you when I had started it. Yeah, you know, this carries on, and well, not as long as some. Now, oh, there's a needle happening here. That's interesting. Oh, I love that. I love it when there's still something in somewhere and you can just pick something up and just go. There's a tip that I tell my people in my crazy quilting class, how to actually sort of create, or not create, but how you can just pick up something and just carry on going. And I've worked it out in, yeah, it's interesting. Anyway, I'm gabbling already early in the morning. I'm just going to finish this thread off and then start with the new snippet. The weather is gorgeous, 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 gorgeous at the moment. And I'm back to my swimming, trying to get to swim that kilometer, and I'm actually doing surprisingly well. Because I had a long break for many reasons, and I don't know, I thought I'm getting old. I'm a bullet, as my children say. I'm a bullet. I don't know why they say you're a bullet when you're old. I have no idea. I think it's a South African expression. I'm not sure if it's used anywhere else. All right, I am done with this little one. I so enjoy it when the sun falls on my work. I know it's just, yeah, I don't know why I do. I think it just adds movement, and look, I love to be outside, so I try and do most of my stuff outside. I think that comes from my beloved father. He was a big proponent of saying, get out there. Yes, okay, so there we go. Now, I'm running out of this base cloth over here, so I am going to have to put some more on. Isn't that interesting? Let me just get rid of that. I'm just going to put that there for a minute. I don't know what this is called. I think it's for cross stitch or something. I don't know why I like to use it in my snippets. It just adds something. Now, I don't have a pair of big scissors here, so I'll have to pop inside for a minute. There you go. Okay, look at that sun. Just love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, now there was this little thing, so I'm gonna, that's definitely going on. Oh look, it's the perfect size as well. Look, I must tell you something really embarrassing. My daughter is in the film industry, well, TV industry here in South Africa. Oh, not in South Africa, Jennifer, in Australia. And her and her friends, this is weird, her and her friends were having this, her partner is Chilean, and oh no, where's my yellow? Oh, here it is. Her partner is Chilean, and anyway, they were having a party to celebrate the, listen to those birds. So what they did, and says, oh, got to be quiet. I'm talking such nonsense today. Whoa. Anyway, so they were having this barbecue, blah, blah, blah. And at the end of the night, she said to them, I want to show you something. And she popped onto the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel. And they sat and watched my YouTube channel, which was so embarrassing. I just thought, goodness me. But one of the men there, who is a, I don't know what he is, but anyway, he said, what I love about Jenny is that she gets so excited with her own creativity. And I thought, oh, I wonder if that's a negative connotation or a positive one. Anyway, I don't care, because what people think is their business at the end of the day. But I did laugh, because I actually do. If things are going well and what I've done I like, I must be very honest, I get terribly excited about it. And also I get terribly excited in my class if people do really interesting work. If they don't come to my class and copy exactly what I do, but they do their own thing. Oh my goodness, something's happening here. Sorry, peeps, I'm just going to have to cut this all off. Anyway, that's one thing about snippets. They're very snippety. I'm just going to get rid of all this. Anyway, what I really love is that when people come to my workshops, and yes, I tell them what to do and we work on a project, but they sort of do their own thing. That really, really tickles my pickle in a big way. And also, if people come to my class and they don't take photographs of my work, they kind of, because I believe that, and this is my opinion for what it's worth, things like Pinterest and that and whatever, you know me and Pinterest and whatever, and if you constantly take photographs of people's work and whatever, you become a consumer of other people's work rather than creating your own work. And so when people come to my workshop and they're doing something and they don't take a photograph of the project, of my project, I love that, because then I know that it's sort of locked in their brain and it's going to come out different to mine. That tickles my pickle greatly. Because as I've said before, I'd rather create something really sort of uglyish, but it's mine, than copy something. And I think that's why I quite like watercolor, and only the fact that it's terribly, terribly difficult to do. And also, you can't, it's like crazy quilting. You actually cannot duplicate crazy quilting exactly. Even if you had the same fabric and the same stitch or whatever, it will always come out differently. I love that. I love that. Anyway, enough of a little bit of a ramble today. Trucks arriving. So when I'm doing a snippet, as you must probably have gathered, I kind of like a calmer sort of snippet rather than a snippet packed with stuff. I suppose it's because it's a I don't know, start where you are, use what you have approach. So I love that sort of calmness to a snippet that doesn't have a lot. But isn't that so lucky that we're all different and we all produce different kind of things? Okay. And yes, in case you are going to ask me, I do leave my snippet bare at the back. I like the workings of it, so I don't have another one in the background. All right, so there you go. That's done. Now I'm going to just lift this up and give this fabric a trim. I just thought it would be better if I trimmed it afterwards rather than before. Just move a little bit on me. There you go. You need to lie flat, little lovey, over here. I'll get you down properly just now. All right, there you go. So I am going to quickly use, have I got any beads or anything in here? Oh, shall I do a few of these? Yes, if not, why not? Let's put them in the middle and see what happens. Now there is a little spot there of brown, which I'll address now. What I might do is I will just do a few of these, pop them on, and then I'll switch my camera off, I think, because it's going to be too long and tedious, especially the way I bead. I kind of go through each one of my beads twice, and then I lock it off at the back. So as you can see, it's a very tiresome and laborious sort of situation, but that's what I'm going to do quickly. And I will switch the camera on when all my beading is finished. How about that? See you in a while. Oops. All right. So sorry about my little blurb this morning. I shouldn't actually, because you know what, you've just come for a relaxing time. And I wasn't lecturing, I was just, this mind's I just talk as I, stream of content. Oh, there's a bit of threaded up here. I don't need that. You know who I haven't heard from in a while is Linda. I wonder if she's doing okay. Now, I don't know how I'm feeling about the pearls, but I went there because I sort of wanted to, and I will continue my little flower and then see how I feel about that at a later stage. I'm not going to sort of take them off now because it's too early in the day and it's just a snippet. So even if I feel that way about it, I can just say to myself, oh, it's just a little snippet, so who cares? But I do think you've got to be happy. Oh gosh, Jennifer, rambling on and on and on. Just stop it already. This cream thread might be too thin to do what I want to do here, but I'm going to give it a go because I don't feel like going inside. Yeah, it'll work. Anyway, getting back to my daughter and her man who said, I thought, yeah, that's okay. I did think it was an odd thing to do for people to watch it after a barbecue, but they did tell that one good thing is that they all said that they found it very peaceful. So that made me feel a little bit better. So that's good. Oh, now my center's looking darn cute, isn't it? Yes. So now, because I've gone so big and bold with the middle, I can go big and bold with my petals. Because I'm not going to put a lot in here on this little snippet. I'm keeping it quite zen-like, I think. Hey, Trish and Di, I still haven't had some photographs of the project that you worked with. Oh, and Joyce, I will get back to you today about accommodation, etc. And I have booked you into my November class, so I'm going to have a look and see about accommodation. How cute is that? You see, I'm getting excited about my own. Anyway, moving on. Okay. There you go. Cute. Now, where's my pincushion today? Oh, doorknob. I've dropped a needle. I'm going to have to switch this off and pick it up. Hold on. Got it. Right, now, I am going to start off with my instant gratification in my little daisy. Please tell me you've got what I want in here. There's some. I'm going to go bold and bright to begin with and then pare back. Now, I'm wondering if I shouldn't actually go with the 4mm silk ribbon. Why don't I go big straight away? That's what I'm going to do, and that means I might have to go inside. Okay, but I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited about this little funny thing. Hold on. Okay, so look, in my excitement, honestly to goodness, I forgot to put the camera on. So I've been stitching away, yakking to myself, and you haven't been there. How silly is that? But anyway, don't worry. I've just been doing straight stitches in some 2mm and 4mm silk ribbon, just to keep, instant gratification. And now all of a sudden, my little center might still be a little bit, but I'll wait and see when the whole thing is finished. She's just jumping out at me a little bit. I'm saying, hello, I'm here. So let's just see what happens. I have a funny feeling they're going to go. I'm just trying to put one more over here, and then she is finished. You know what, I was going to throw some wool in because I've got some yarn, and I might just still do that. I'm just going to see what happens to it if I throw it in. There's a little bit left on here. I don't want to create an ought. Let's just pop it in here. No, that's fine. Less is more, I say. There we go. Now I just want to see what happens if I throw some wool in. to this. I was laughing because when the camera was off, I also was laughing at one of my own jokes, and I thought to myself, I wonder what that friend of my daughter's would have thought of that. I find myself so impressed with my own creativity and I'm laughing at my own jokes. You know what? I was reading this book by this famous birdman in Australia, and he was saying that although crows are part of our lives, you know, you hear them all the time, they never interact with you like other birds. They never will. So for example, a magpie or a currawong, butcherbird, yeah, I'm talking about you, they will interact. They'll come to you for food. They will even eat out your hand if you encourage that. But a crow never does. Now, isn't that interesting? I find that fascinating. You know? Yeah, little pearls, I think you are going to be taken out. But not yet. I'm going to add some. See what else happens here. A terrible amount of work is going into the snippet today, isn't it? Oh dear. Yeah, I'm even laughing at my own jokes. Anyway, as I said, the one thing that they did say was that they did find it quite peaceful. So I thought that was actually quite nice. I all just sat there and watched. And so if people are finding me peaceful, well, that's a good thing, isn't it? Even if I find myself stimulating and invigorating. There we go. Alright, so she's done. Now what I'm going to do is, sorry. I'm just going to get some thicker green ribbon. I'm just going to pull out whatever's in here. I'm not going to stress too much. Yep. Yeah, I was talking about you. I do think you communicate, but crow. But anyway. Something's been brought through from the back there. I don't know if this hoop's helping much today. Come on. Yeah, you should have been pressed, little lovey. Ugh, never. See, this ribbon that I'm using is not a great quality ribbon, peeps. So what she's very unhappy here. She's not handling what I'm doing to her. If you're going to invest in silk ribbon, please buy good quality silk ribbon. She just is. I want to see if I can use this green ribbon to couch down this over here. Come on, stay there. Just going to pin her down in place. I don't want to see big horrible stitches holding this down. So I will just use my silk ribbon. Lazy daisy, just to come up here. Sorry. Where's the needle? pincushion. And I might bring you over here. Okay, so now what I've got is this one and that one, but I don't know if I should do that one. I don't want to do each one because it's very predictable, isn't it? It's terribly predictable. I might come over here and do that beautiful brown one. Yep. And see if this really is still bothering me as it is. If I can couch it down with some leaves, that's what I'll do. Okay, let's get this off. And I'm going to come up and do this one over here, and I'm going to just simply get that crochet cotton again because I've got it on hand. Oh, I've got some even threaded up, which is a good thing. Yeah, I think those. Anyway, let's just not think about that now, Jennifer. Let's just get this done. Then you can decide what's coming off and what's going on. Blah, 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 blah. So in that flower over there, I could easily have used everything from the sunset pack in here. See, there's yellow and gold and whatever else in there. So that would have worked really, really well. Sorry, you can actually hear the drilling or whatever today. Oh, and you know what else? I finished another quilt with the vintage sheets for the other granddaughter, for Ellie. And it's a little bit different to Lila's and Pippa's. But I made, as you know, I made them all in the same fabric so that if they ever share a room, because there's 4 children in the family, then, you know, whatever. And also, when I was doing it, I thought to myself, little Ellie is our 4th grandchild from the same family. And we actually call her Toki. There's a little sort of, I don't know, little monster, or I don't know what it is, in South Africa called a tokolosh. Google it. I think it's a Zulu thing. Anyway, it's a little evil spirit or evil sprite or something like that. Anyway, Ellie, we call her Toki. Well, they call her Toki because she is most definitely, oh, she's so full of character. And I'm thinking, if she sees Lila, because she's sharing a room with Lila at the moment, if she sees Lila's quilt with some bees on, she might not be impressed with that. So I think I've got some birds, some little black birds. I don't know if I should stamp some black birds on little Ellie's one. Maybe I should. I've actually got to press Lila's one with the bees because if I don't, the fabric paint won't set. Oh, that sun, let me just tell you, it's just gorgeous. Now, I'm hoping that I have got a brown. Don't you just love it when everything works out according to, I don't know. I'm just going to... Today is a good day here in the sun. I know my camera I didn't switch my camera on. And the sun is streaming in. So I might not even be able to load this. But oh My goodness, this is fun. Is this bothering you as much as it's bothering me? We'll leave her. We'll leave her for a minute. I just want to come up and get this held down. That's a rainbow lorikeet that you can hear close by me. They remind me of little monkeys. They're so cheeky and they sort of are little acrobats. This would have been way better had I used a 4mm ribbon to start off with, but I got excited with myself and just pulled this one out. So they're so sweet. They normally come in like a little tribe, a little group of them. The birds are lovely today. Really lovely. Oh, man. Come on, I want you to go over there. Okay. Did you hear that? That's a kookaburra flying off. I love it when you sit here and you can actually hear their wings flapping. I'm going to make her nice and awkward. If I had actually given this a press, it would have settled the fibers a little bit more. Shall I go inside and do that, or just leave it and continue away? What do you think? I think I might go and give it a press, only because for dimension purposes, it's, you know, it's sort of, she's veering off. Let me go and get her settled down, and then we'll decide what's going to happen. Hold on. Look, the pressing didn't really help. I think it's just been stretched over time, so I'm just going to cut the pencil off quickly. Right, I'm getting fixated on that now. I've just got to let it be. Come on, Jennifer, lighten up, lighten up. Let's go back to this one. And put some of the ribbon on, or leaves, shall I say. Just going to check that this camera's on, because it's been a bit of a day. That's what it's been, a bit of a day. I'm going to do is just let her be, because if she's bothering me, the more flat I make her, the more she'll bother me. She'll get stronger. The more I try and organize her, the more she's going to jump out at me. So, a little and horrible ribbon. I'm going to just leave you. See how that ribbon closes up on me? I'm repeating, oh, please buy a good quality ribbon, people. You know, it started off a good day, but then drills were drilling and dogs were barking, and I had to switch it off for a moment. But in the meantime, while I was switched it off, I added a little bit of the yellow to the corner over there, and also I snipped that off. I'm just going to fray that up. So my little snippet, I think I'm getting too carried away with it. So I'll just add a little bit of softening here, more leaves, and then decide what other kind of pressure point, because I've only got 2 pressure points happening here, don't I? So I might just, the birds have been absolutely joyous today. Absolutely joyous. My hands haven't been as joyous. They've been a little bit odd, but anyway. Alright, so I'm just going to end off this little short thread here. And then, because I've got stuff to do, I might just leave that. Or should I? I can't stop myself today. I cannot stop myself. The drilling noise is driving me insane, so I'm going to continue this without a camera on. Or else I might just leave it for another day. Actually, that's what I'm going to do. So thank you so much for your time, and bye for now.